There may be times when a caregiver brings their child in for a health concern that might not always be what it seems. In the following scenario, a mother brings her child to the pediatrician for what she suspects is ringworm. The pediatrician then uses elements of cues to support the caregiver before and during a disclosure of intimate partner violence. He is also able to diagnose the health concern more accurately, given this additional information about violence in the home. Let's join Jimmy and his mother during their visit.
Hi. What brings you to the clinic today?
Oh, there's like this thing on the back of my head, and my mom wants to look at it.
I'm worried about my son. I think he might have ringworm. He has this bald spot on the back of his head, and when his cousin had ringworm, it looked similar.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll get that looked at right away. Jimmy, can you tell me a little bit more? When did this bald spot start?
I'm not sure. Mom, when did it start?
Started maybe a month ago. It was just the bald spot, really, nothing else.
Any scaling, itching, pain, or other symptoms?
No, not really. Jimmy, right? It's not bothering you?
I don't even notice it. You just keep worrying.
Well, I can totally see why you thought this may be ringworm, but it actually doesn't look like ringworm. With ringworm, there's usually some scaling, itching, and it's more of a circular rash. See how this looks different? And you can see how different lengths of hair are growing. Well, it actually looks like he might be pulling out his hair. Jimmy, can you tell me what you think about that? Has this ever happened to you before?
Yeah, he does pull out his hair, but I thought it was because it was itchy or something. But I do see him pull his hair out.
Got it. Yes, that's what it looks like.
Okay, thanks. But why is he doing that? Jimmy, honey, why are you pulling out your hair?
I'm just bored.
Well, there's lots of reasons why kids might pull their hair out. When other children and parents talk to me about this issue, they sometimes tell me that it started with something stressful at home. That could be anything, really, a move or a new person or a parent's job change, or maybe just something scary happening. That it could be something that's happening now, or maybe something scary or stressful in the past. Jimmy, what's the most stressful thing that's happening right now?
I don't know. My school gives out way too much homework. Trying to get better at baseball, but that's hard too. Is that what you mean?
But wait, I don't understand. What does this have to do with him pulling out his hair?
Well, that's a great question. Hair pulling can sometimes be a way that kids cope, or something that helps them deal with stress. Now, you're doing an amazing job as his parent, really. And I'm here to support both of you. And if there is stress you can think of, I can provide resources and support. I like giving everyone resources around parenting and stress, especially because it can be really common.
Okay. Yeah, things have been pretty hard lately. His dad tried to hurt me, and he's in jail now, and it was really bad. Jimmy didn't see any of that, but there was stuff before. I don't really like to talk about it in front of him, but I'm in therapy and stuff for it.
I'm so sorry you're going through that. I'm glad to hear that you're finding some ways to get support, like therapy. Thank you for trusting me with your story. I'd like to share some other resources with you that parents in similar situations have found helpful in supporting themselves or their children.
Hey, man, I'm so hungry. Can we please go home now?
Yeah, just 1 second, honey. Honestly, I have to go, and I don't really want to get into it right now. Can we talk tomorrow? I'm okay. His dad's in jail, and I just wanted to make sure he didn't have ringworm.
Nope, not ringworm. Sure. Let me confirm your cell phone and we can talk tomorrow. Before you leave, here's a helpline for a local agency that supports families that have gone through what your family's gone through. They have lots of resources, including for children. And our clinic also has lots of resources and supports for kids who have gone through what he's gone through, and for parents as well. So we can talk more tomorrow.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, maybe some programs for him would be good. I'll wait for your call tomorrow.
As you saw in the scenario, the pediatrician discovered that the stress from the violence at home may be contributing to hair loss. While disclosures of intimate partner violence within pediatric settings are not common, they do happen. And it's important that we, as pediatricians, are prepared to offer support to caregivers when they share their experiences with us. Keep in mind that detailed conversations about IPV should not occur in front of the child, and you can always offer a follow-up call to talk further with the caregiver about what supports are available.